Lions up the ramp onto the racetrack for their second B main of the afternoon.
Stop right there, 93. Just stop right there. "22 in, 9J out. 22 in, 9J out." Right there, 9.
So here is your lineup for the second B main for the Young Lions. It's Randy Phillips in the 22, scheduled to start on the pole with Abby Johnson in the 9J. Outside of row number 1, Beckham Malone in the 23, just barely missed out on the first A main of the week after that first B main. We'll start the second B feature in position number 3 in the 23, Austin Bloodworth. Looked pretty good in that first B feature. We'll roll off in the second one in position number 4, Aiden Brockhouse. For the Great North Legends team in the 13, we'll roll off position number 5, Caleb Johnson to the outside in the 84. Out of the AK camp, Gracie Crocker in the 78, scheduled to start in position number 7, Aiden Walker in the 93. Wasted little time in that first B main earlier this afternoon. We'll start this one in position number 8, Evan McKnight in the 20. And Dylan Thomas in the 40, scheduled to start in 10th. Austin Warner, Ben Mack, and we saw the 4 of Michael Sinagra earlier have a issue with a wheel, and I do not see the 4 on the racetrack. So if you're watching us on our live looking, we want to welcome you to Veterans Motorplex at the rim, Highland Rim. As we get ready to show you, we're going to show you a couple of B mains here this afternoon. This is a busy day that we have. So we have completed 2 Bandolero features. In total, we still have, I believe, 12 features to come today. Got a couple of B mains. Lots to accomplish here this afternoon. So if you do not have your subscription to uslegendcars.tv, head over there. Join us all week long. We're going to be here for a couple of days, and we're headed to the fairgrounds. So to see all the racing action, going to want to head over to uslegendcars.tv. We are getting ready to come to green on this one. But drop us a comment down below. Let us know where you are tuned in from and who you are cheering for here this week, because there are a lot of cars on the grounds as we get ready to come to green. This is a 12-lap B main. We will send the top 4 into the A main event, and Abby Johnson picks up the early advantage, but Austin Bloodworth was so quick in the earlier B main. We'll see what Bloodworth can do in the 24, battle in behind. Caleb Johnson in the 84 takes that look to the inside of Phillips in the 22. That is the battle for third. And as we said earlier, the 93 lightning quick when it comes to racing around the Highland Rim Speedway, and we'll look to pick up at least a couple more spots here to put the 93 in the second A main later on this afternoon. So the 84 gets away with position number 3. They swap positions behind. Beckham Malone now finds himself in a transfer position. It has moved Phillips in the 22 just outside. Battle for the lead continues on. Abby Johnson doing a great job on the upside. But it's going to be Bloodworth picking up the advantage down the back straightaway. And Austin Bloodworth will move to the top spot. Battle for position number 3. It is the 23 of Malone battling with the 84. Little bobble there for Caleb Johnson out of the corner. Opens the door for Malone to the inside. And they will go wheel to wheel for that third place position. 22 of Phillips trying to pick up one more spot to put that 22 into an A main later on this afternoon. Close quarter racing from second on back. Abby Johnson now has company with Beckham Malone, and Caleb Johnson fought that thing down the hill in the middle of 2. The 40 of Dylan Thomas after starting near the back of this B main has now worked up past the 22 of Randy Phillips. And that'll put the 40 into the 5th place position, but 5th place doesn't get you anything but a ride back to the trailer. Need to be in the top 4. Beckham Malone wants a little insurance. Working the back bumper of the 9 of Abby Johnson to try to take away that runner-up position. As we saw in the first B main of the afternoon, it's Austin Bloodworth pulling away with this Young Lions B main. The battle is for position number 2. The 84 of Johnson is on the bubble, but no pressure from behind as the white flag flies in this one. Bloodworth looking pretty good down through 3 and 4. Pretty smooth off the corner. And Austin Bloodworth will move into the A main. Bloodworth will be joined by Beckham Malone, Abby Johnson, and Caleb Johnson, your top 4. And just like that, our first B main on the look-in has been completed. So if you're joining us on one of our friends' pages, whether it's USLCI or Speed Sport or Tim's Corner Motorsports, Pit Row TV. I know we still got some friends over there on Pit Row TV. I know they're ready to put the comments in. So we want you to drop a comment down below. Let us know you're watching, who you're cheering for. Oh, and Richie Davidowitz is what we got to be on our best behavior. Richie's got a lot of loves in life. He loves the FC09. He loves the AFCO Shocks, and he loves 860. There's other things that I'm pretty sure he has there too. Richie Nicholson is watching. Good to see Richie with us. So we're going to show you a B main. Now, I told our producer if our fans are watching and they're commenting and they're hitting that share button, of course, you want to see your friends watching some great legend car racing. We may show you an A main after this B main, but you got to hit that share button and you got to give us a comment down below. Let us know that you're out there watching. Brooke Johnson is watching. Tyler Doucette watching as well. And Jason Bice is watching from Columbus, Georgia. I knew those fans on Pit Row TV were active over there. I just knew it. This is your semi-pro B feature, so we'll take the top 4 from this one and move them on to the A main, number 2. There are double features here this afternoon at the rim. Ian Hampton in the 73 looked pretty quick in the first B feature of the afternoon. He'll line up alongside Coleman Moody in the 316. And there are 2 316s on here. Oh, he loves Hoosier tires too. Loves A mains, loves Hoosier tires. Richie has got it all covered. We've got a Canadian Legend Cars, row number 2. Parker Traves to the inside from Gravenhurst, Ontario. And from Orillia to the outside, the 51J of Josh Inglis. Oh, the Moo Crew is watching from the stands. I did see them here earlier. You saw the lineup on the screen. Drop us a comment down below if you're watching on the look-in. We got 12 laps. We're going to send the top 4 into the A main. Hampton on the hammer down into turn number 1. He will pick up the advantage. Inglis to the inside of the 316 of Moody. That's Preston Risley back there as well. Brianna Bruce in the 12B. As they all scatter for a position to try to make their way into the second A main of the week for the semi-pro division. You see the 4 of Risley, the 316 of Moody. That is the battle to transfer. Risley has got to get up on the wheel and pick up a little bit of time here to get up to those top 4. Hampton, Traves, Inglis, and the 316 of Moody are your top 4. 4 laps completed this time, 8 to go. A little bit of a gap from 5th on back. Risley up on the wheel. Trying to get up to Moody and get that one spot he needs. Parker Traves in the 60, all over the back bumper of Ian Hampton in the 73. Saw Parker in that first B main try to make a couple of moves to get up and get by. Parker trying to flash that bumper to the outside, moves it to the inside. The 73 of Hampton up the hill just a little bit, and Parker Traves trying to pick up that position on the 73 of Hampton. Just over the halfway mark. 7 completed, 5 laps to go. Top 2 have broken away from Inglis and the rest of this field. Traves handful of steering wheel that time in a turn number 4. Had the hands working inside that Canadian Legend Cars number 60. The 73 of Hampton just ahead. Hampton looking pretty smooth up in front. Traves in his tire tracks. And then it's a little ways back. Risley still needs to get up to the back bumper of Moody if Risley wants to move ahead. Couple of 2-car battles here up in front of this semi-pro B-main. The 60 of Traves still trying to find a way around. He's only got one more lap to figure it out, though. Ian Hampton looking pretty sporty up in front. Drives that thing down the back straightaway. Traves in behind. No challenge through 3 and 4. It was close, though. Traves made that run, but it's going to be Ian Hampton picking up the win in that one. Inglis in a 3rd in the 51J and the 316 of Coleman Moody. Completing your drivers to transfer. We got Lowell watching from southeastern Oklahoma. We got Chilton County, Alabama chiming in with Phyllis and Randy. Do the drivers have spotters? Not this week. No two-way communications this week. Receiver only, so they can listen to Kyle as we have been throughout, well, when Tony decides to turn on the switch. Kevin Davis Jr. is watching from Connecticut. Kelly Nealon, good luck to our grandson Cole Roby this week. I know we have a lot of fans watching from New England. Craig Rogers is cheering on the Atlantic Canadians. Richie, I miss racing the Legends. Maybe time to come back. I think Danny Harvey's got a car for sale. I think your next door neighbor's probably got a car for sale, Richie, if you want to get back into it. Edward Bray, can't wait for Nashville. Well, we're sort of in Nashville. I think he means the fairgrounds, so we're going to be there on Friday and Saturday as well. Joe Day is watching. Kevin Davis Jr. watching from Connecticut. So, you know, you've been commenting. You've been hitting that share button. We thank you. We want you to continue to do it. Our producer has said that we're going to be nice enough to show you a feature event, an A-main feature. I believe the Outlaws are coming up next, so that will be the one that's on there. Rick Sweeting says, good run, Ian Hampton. Ian has run really well in those B-mains that we have had. Interested to see what he can do.
Outlaws, need you to the cockpit immediately. You guys are next.
A-mains. Angela Johnson watching from Timberley, Nova Scotia. Oh, we got to be on our best behavior now. Greg Dow is watching now. Greg hasn't been in Legend Cars and Bandoleros for a while, but I know he's had a big influence in the Northeast. Josh Kennel enjoying from Lincoln, Nebraska, watching on Speed Sport. Thank you for watching. Scott wants to see this feature from Chicago. Well, Scott, we've got you. We got you covered. Continue to comment. Continue to hit that share button. We'll get to you throughout as we get ready for the Bandolero Outlaw feature. And there are some big names in this Outlaw feature. First one for these drivers of the afternoon, and it's Jaden Johnson in the 8, going to start on the pole position. Driver from Wisconsin, Ben Morabito on the outside from New York, row number 1. Emma Britt in the 38 will line up to the inside of row number 2. And Danny Mann from Minnesota In the 10, lines up position number 4, Eli Russell and Killian McMahon. Row number 3, TJ Moon, the driver from Taylorsville, North Carolina, via the great state of Maine. Roll off in position number 7, a part of that redhead camp back there. Allison Johnson in the 15. Mandy Lee from Fredericton, New Brunswick, in position number 9. Christopher Conrad in the number 3 in 10th. Joshua Shine in the 28. Samantha McDonald in the pink 14 rolls off in position number 12. Madeline Lang in the 21. Lily Wynot in the 2W. And Lily in the Moo car lines up in position number 15. Can we see the Moo car on the screen, please? Thank you. Lily in the Moo car. She'll be making her way towards the front of the field. Look at that.
When I call your number, get in line. 8 in, 17 out. 8 in, 17 out. Stop at the start-finish line.
Scott Sinclair is watching. David Shanks. Joe Doucette.
Get to the inside. Go. There we
Kevin
go.
Davis Jr. is cheering on TJ.
38 in, 10 out.
Kenny
38
Storkston
in, 10 out.
watching from Illinois. Edward
Emma
Bray will be
Briggs
racing in the Masters at Nashville Fairgrounds. There you go, Edward. We're glad to have you along for the ride in a couple of days. Looking forward to having you at the fairgrounds. Justin Knapp watching back home in Canada, cheering on Dawson, Parker, and Kevin. They've got 5 in the pit area from Ontario. Got to spend some time with them yesterday during the practice day. Kenny's cheering on JJ in the 8. Nikki George, the little track on the hill, looks good, absolutely.
15, Johnson out. 9 in. 15,
Brian
Allison Johnson out.
From Huntsville, Alabama. Watching. Tim White. Brooke Johnson cheering on Samantha McDonald. So once again, final race on the live look-in. Drop a comment or hit a share button. And, of course, head to uslegendcars.tv to see all the racing action. This is feature number 3, I believe, of the day. So we still got 11.
41 in, 3 out.
Yeah, math is not my strongest suit. Tony Hansen's watching from Cordele, Georgia.
Move, car. Move up a little bit. Move, car. Roll up a little bit. I need 3 to get by you.
Lily is going to move that car.
3 car. Christopher
a little bit closer
Conrad.
So we can get some
to the outside.
Cars around.
Can someone go out on a buggy and check that 3 car for a receiver? Or 3 car, you rolling? Come on, 3.
Austin
Come on.
Hackenberg.
You got room.
Wishing good luck to Crocker Motorsports and Brianna Bruce from Colorado. Good to see the Western contingent out here as well.
In, 14 out.
A lot of
in, 14 out.
folks from the West Coast. We got some folks from Canada. As you can see, the 14 of McDonald and the 2 of Wynot on your screen.
21 in, 2W out. 21 in, 2W out. Moo on the
David
tail.
Hicken is watching. Mark Gautreau is watching.
Lights out, coming to green. Lights out, coming to green.
I'm surprised Mark is watching. He's probably somewhere in a tow truck somewhere. Todd Tufts, let's go 00. Scott Lynch is watching from Las Vegas. Can't wait to get out to Asphalt Nationals this year in October. Always love that trip out there. As we get ready to go green, these are the Outlaws.
Yellow. We're not going. Let's get it tightened up. Lights out, coming to green next time by. Let's get it tightened up.
We will, I believe, take a quick look maybe later after the fantasy. Head to my race pass and get your fantasy picks in. Mine are already in.
Tighten it up in the back. Coming to the green.
It is Johnson.
On the track. Easy. Green.
And Morabito. See the green flag first, and we are underway in the first Outlaw feature of the week. Morabito gets that launch out of turn number 2. Johnson to the inside. Behind them, they're almost 3 wide as Killian McMahon tries to find a way around the duo in front of that white 2 car. Emma Britt in the 38 to the inside, the 10 of Danny Mann to the outside. And they continue to go door to door for the lead. TJ Moon off the pace into pit road as the 17 of Morabito trying to get that outside line to work for him. The 8 of Johnson to the inside. They've switched lanes in behind for the battle for third. It's Emma Britt currently having control of that battle, but this one continues to be side by side for the top spot in this 20-lap Outlaw feature. Johnson has the spot at the line. They exchange the lead again. The 17 goes back to, tried to get to the inside. Can he get there down into turn number 3? He's going to get there up the hill. Johnson going to lead this lap. Morabito trying to find a way around in the 17. Great battle up in front between your top two. They have broken away by a few car lengths over Emma Britt and the rest of the field. 6 laps completed this time by. There's the battle for position number 3. It's Britt, it's Mann, and then Killian McMahon battling with the 12 of Eli Russell. That is the battle for position number 5 with Johnson. Allison Johnson not too far behind. First race of the week for the Bandolero Outlaws here at the rim. And this battle continues to intensify up in front as the 17 of Morabito in the tire tracks of Jaden Johnson. They work down the back straightaway. The 17 takes that little bit of a lower line down into the third quarter, trying to make something up on Johnson. Problems for Mandy Lee on the back straightaway. Lee off the pace after running in the top 10. She will limp it to pit road. Battles all throughout this pack. That is the battle for position number 5 with McMahon currently leading that one. And just like that, we're halfway home. 10 down and 10 to go for Jaden Johnson, Ben Morabito, Emma Britt, your top 3, and they are going to come up on some lap traffic. That is Lily in the 2, Lily in the Moo going a lap down. Oh,
yellow,
trouble.
Yellow. Lower high in 2.
That is the 21.
21 on his own. 21 on his own.
Lang around. And Maddie will
fall out of line. 2
find a spot at the back of the lineup.
10 and 2 pass them.
Close call for the leaders as they navigate it. Lap traffic. We'll take a look at the replay here. Keep your eye on the white car ahead of the leaders who are going around the Moo car to the inside. Johnson up the hill already. Has the 17 on the back bumper, and CSAC 21 of Lang go for a spin in front.
3 and 14.
The 8 had to watch from
you're behind
the back to keep the 17 at bay and had to watch in front to dodge the lap traffic.
28
and we will have a restart with 8 laps remaining.
Behind the 28, 14 behind the 3. 21, fall back 3 spots. 21, you were the caution, fall back 3 spots. 3 past the 21.
So
3 past the 21.
I think this has to do with producer Penguin going to the Grand Ole Opry last night. But this one's going so well, and I'm going to touch some wood here. This one's going good. If you can hit that share button again, give us some more comments. Just maybe we'll show you the next feature. It is the Young Lions Legends feature. So if you want to see a Legends feature on the look-in, comment down below, hit that share button, maybe tag a friend or two. As we get ready to, in about a lap and a half or so, come back to the green flag. Scott Lynch, great racing from these drivers here in these Bandoleros, and what saves were made avoiding that 21. Absolutely some great heads-up maneuvers from these Bandolero Outlaw drivers. Jake Brooks watching from Dixon, Tennessee, about 45 minutes, wishing I was racing, but watching from work will do, and we're getting ready to watch the conclusion of this Outlaw feature. Johnson, Morabito have been the battle up in front. Does anybody have anything for that front-running duo? Danny Mann gets the run to the outside. Emma Britt has Killian McMahon now battling for that position. Johnson gets the advantage by about 7/8 of a car length. It's out in front. Morabito will now play chase in the 17. Danny Mann right there as well in car number 10. Britt back to 4th. And McMahon in 5th under fire from Russell in the 12. 5 laps remaining this time for Jaden Johnson. Up the hill goes the Ada Johnson at turn number 2. The 17, Morabito, not able to make any inroads that time. 4 to go this time. And Danny Mann up on the wheel, the 10. Taking a little look at the 17 for that runner-up position.
Yellow, turn 4, yellow, turn 4, Moo car, hold it.
And it is the Moo car.
Lower, high.
Lily moving and grooving. Unfortunately, it was the wrong way in turn 4.
All right, Moo, go ahead and get it spun around if you can.
Jenna McKenzie would love to see the Young Lions and to cheer on Lightning London. We'll put it towards the Penguin. I think we've got a lot of comments coming through, a lot of shares coming through.
Double it up.
We'll see.
Double it up. Let's go. Double it up, everyone. Double it up. Double it up. Double it up. We're lights out, coming to green. Lights out, coming to green. Double it up. Double it up. Double it up.
Darcy Stokes is cheering on
Not going.
Lily.
We're not going. The field's too strung out. Yellow.
Emma Teal is cheering on Emma Britt.
Let's tighten it up.
I will say, I do like the look of the 38 car. It seems like every time they come to one of these national events, they switch up the look of that 38. It was like a gray with a blue number in Florida. It's a black with I believe that's a reddish number there. Looks sharp from the outside of row number 2. We'll see what Emma Britt can do to try to pick up a podium run here. We've got 4 to go in this Outlaw feature. Green flag back out on the Speedway. McMahon up the hill and problems for Britt, and around goes Killian McMahon. Oh!
Yellow.
Samantha McDonald around in this one as well, and the 2 is shortened up on the back.
38 and 2 involved. 38 and 2 involved.
And we are going to see some hot pit time for Killian McMahon. They've got 90 seconds in the work area. Oh, it's within 5 to go. Yes, that is correct. So they are going to have to work even quicker. Take a look over it. So watch this battle for third. White 2 up the hill. Oh. Big shot there for the 38.
Is also involved.
McDonald around the opposite direction. One more look at it here. Close racing, hard racing with less than 5 to go. Ooh, 28 gets by 2. Couple of close calls there. Middle of the pack.
Just get single file, everyone. Stay single file.
And there is the work going on in the infield. Emma Britt getting a new bumper. Looks like Killian McMahon might be done for the first feature, and this is a double feature day here at the Rim. So these teams that may be out of this one will have some work to do and get an opportunity later on to get back at it. The 38 is rolling. So Emma Britt will tag on at the back. Kyle DeGrace is watching for Young Lion and cheering on for Young Lion 71 Chase McKay. Dylan Lee rooting on my buddy JT Poole in the semi-pro, wishing I was racing with him. Good luck, everyone. I did see a comment from Stephen Guest is watching. That's Buddy with the Plow over in Newfoundland and Labrador. I spent a lot of time in Newfoundland the last week or so. Great place.
Moo car up 1.
So good to see Buddy with the Plow watching.
Car up 1.
Mark Fitzgerald, Ghost Samantha. Brandon Campbell is watching. Wendell Dempsey would love to see the Young Lions feature.
38 up 1.
And again, if you're watching us, drop a comment down below.
It should be 14:30.
It is a double feature day, so this is feature number 3. The next Young Lion feature will be feature number 4. Plenty of action to come, not only today, but all week long at USLegendCars.tv. Today, tomorrow at the Rim, Fairgrounds on Friday and Saturday. Kenny's cheering on all the Great North Legend cars. Brian Healy is watching for all the semi-pro guys from the AK Performance Camp.
Coming to green, everyone. Coming to green.
As we get ready to come back to the green flag, we have 4 laps to go. It is a single-file restart with Johnson and Morabito tucked up tight for the top spot. Down the back straightaway, Mann holds on to third. Morabito, does he have anything left in the tank? For Jaden Johnson. 3 to go. That last caution flag kind of shook up the balance of the top 5, but these top 2 have been solid up in front. 2 to go this time for Jaden Johnson. Has had a great kickoff to this 2023 campaign. And looking to continue it on here in Tennessee. White flag for the 8 of Jaden Johnson. Biggest lead that Jaden has had all race long over Morabito. And we'll round 3 and 4. And we'll collect the first checkered flag of the week for the Bandolero Outlaws. Johnson is your winner. Morabito, Mann, Russell, and Allison Johnson, your top 5 in that one.
Infield Tech Bar and everyone else exit the track.
So taking the cool down lap is car number 8. He's got a G&L sticker on that car from Wisconsin. It is Jaden Johnson going to a victory lane in the first Outlaw feature of the day. We'll see them back a little bit later on for another 20-lap contest. Your feature, unofficial feature finish on the, well, it was there. Take a look and see where your favorite driver finished. Emma Britt coming back to 8th place after that late race turn 2 incident. Have to fix that bumper. And for those that are on the look-in, if you see the man in the sun hat over there, that is a nice hat he's got on. That is Tim Brockhouse. Tim Brockhouse has decided he's not racing this week, so he is just working on the tan. And for those that were not with us earlier and on the look-in, the Minnesota Wild are actually in town tomorrow night, so that is actually why Brockhouse is here. It just happens that there is race cars here this week as well in Nashville. You guys were so good on the look-in, we're going to show you one more. We'll show you one more, and then that's going to be it. You're going to head to USLegendCars.tv. This is the perfect opportunity. You don't have your subscription yet. Now you head over and you check it out. We're going to show you the first of 2 Young Lion features. Oh, look at this. Brockhouse is even helping. Look at that. That was a great push. That was about an 8 of 10 on the push.
Fire up, Young Lions, roll off. Fire up, Young Lions, roll off. We'll clear the rest of the foot traffic after the Young Lions make their way on the track.
Craig Weigel is watching. McKenna Little, Mark Gautreau. Mark asks, is Brexton Bush there? Yes, he is. Late entry. Sticks and LegendsNation.com is watching. Good to have Sticks along for the ride with us on our look-in. Love having LegendsNation.com back for all your racing news for Legends and Bandoleros all in one place. Emma Teal wishing the best to all my Legends buddies and teammates from Georgia. And we put Mr. Brockhouse on the screen, and everybody wants to see more. I mean, that's Kenny wants to see more. That's usually the way it goes. No. Producer says no. Unless we get the 13 car out here. Now, Brockhouse was scheduled to race this week in the Masters, but a little incident with one of the boys earlier this week, and they needed a car, and they took Daddy's car for a ride. This is the Young Lion Legends, first of 2 features on the afternoon. And on the front row, From Windsor Junction, Nova Scotia, that is Aiden Christensen. Jackson Denton in the 124 will roll off on the outside of row number 1. Now, Jackson was here for the opener at the Rim on Saturday, and he got a trophy that I think was almost higher than his race car. Like, it was a huge, huge piece of hardware that Jackson picked up from Florida. Roll off on the outside of row number 1. Garrett Irwin from Georgia. Cooper Gall in the 8G to the outside of row number 2. Cole Roby from the great state of Maine. Aiden King in the 88 from Florida. London McKenzie. I know there's some Lightning fans that are watching. We'll roll off in 7th. Caden Ballos to the outside from Charlotte, North Carolina in the 16. Ayrton Brockhouse in the 18. And Caden Tufts from Timberley, Nova Scotia in the 00. Hunter Jordan in one of those Joe Ryan race cars, and he's been strong all week long. Will roll from 11th. Nathan Lyons in the 21. Anastasia Markovic from Seminole, Florida in the 87. Dawson Noble from Upper 9 Mile River, Nova Scotia in car number 8. Neil Doolin in the 79 from Harrisburg, North Carolina, and Chase McKay from Bear Cove, Nova Scotia in row number 8. Vito Cancilla in the 5V and Max Reeves in the 88R comprise row number 9. Isaac Kitzmiller, another one of those Joe Ryan race cars, in position number 19, and Ryan Zima in the 4Z. Austin Bloodworth, these are your 4 transferees, by the way, from the first B main of the afternoon. It's Austin Bloodworth and Abby Johnson and Caleb Johnson and Aiden Walker. Those drivers, those kids are getting some laps in here this afternoon. Styx is watching on the 77-inch TV. Everything is bigger in Texas. Absolutely. Richie is cheering on the 24, the 00, and the 71. He almost has enough for a bingo card there. So once again, final race on the look-in to see everything here today, tomorrow, and at the fairgrounds. You're going to head to uslegendcars.tv. We got lots of racing to show you here this week. Ryan Spencer is watching. Ashton Reiki from Conway Customs is watching. I don't think they have a 77-inch TV at the shop, but I'm sure they've got something watching there. And want to say hello to everybody in Harrisburg as well watching at US Legend Cars. I'm sure they're busy getting the cars ready and everything else. I know their half eye is watching what's going on here as the 24 and the 124. Your top 2, Christensen and Denton. VIP Motorsports on the outside, and that 124. This is a 25-lap or 25-minute contest. Whatever comes first. Field works down the back straightaway. Christensen, your pole sitter as they come to the line. Green flag flies. We're underway in the Young Lions. Cooper Gall to the outside in car number 8. Looking to get that shot on the 24 and will roll by to second. Christensen back to third. 88 of King takes that outside around the 24 as Cooper Gall keeps an eye on Jackson Denton up in front. First couple of laps, big field this week in the Young Lions. Over 30 strong. Got to tiptoe your way through this. Irwin might have got into the 88 there. That car went for a jump. Cole Roby to the inside. McKenzie. Brockhouse, an issue with the 9 of Irwin. Something is broke on the right front corner of that race car, and that will draw the caution.
Yellow.
So something amiss with the 9. You saw that little hop.
Is the caution. 9 cars,
and there is a flat tire. Little soft on the 9.
Everyone, get single file. We'll get you lined up.
So Garrett Irwin will come into the infield hot pit and get that tire changed. So we'll take a look at the
00 up 1 in front of the 81.
Replay, you're going to see the contact between the 88 of King on the outside and the 9 of Irwin. Watch the silver top number 9 running in fifth there, right there. That is where that contact is made, and that's where the tire goes soft, and everybody else is going to go by. Brockhouse, Valos, the 00 of Tufts, and everybody else as the 9 will roll to a stop up there on the replay. And they're putting the tire back on the number 9.
Start to get double file up. Got one in the work area still. Got one in the work area.
So Irwin's tire almost back on that car, ready to go. See, Andrew Bezanson is watching.
45 seconds down in the work area. 45 seconds remain. Get double filed up.
As the field will.
Hold the 9 at the end of pit road. 9, hold up at the end of pit road.
Tag at the back of this field.
All right, release the 9, release the 9, release
so the 124 will be your pole sitter. That is
Garrett.
Jackson Denton.
Lights out,
winner here at the Rim on Saturday during their season opener. Cooper Gall to the outside had a great run in those first opening laps. The 24 of Aiden Christensen will line up alongside the 88 of Aiden King. And we will get ready to bring these drivers back up to full song. Green flag flies. We're back underway. The King number 88 didn't get going there from the outside of row number 2, and they're 2 and 3 wide behind them as they try to figure it out up in front. It's Cooper Gall trying to take it away from Denton. Better start that time for the 24 Christensen. He's in third. And as they battle for the lead, you kind of see that storm brewing outside that top 10. Top 3 single file trying to find a rhythm into this one. Roby and Brockhouse in behind in 4th and 5th respectively. And then King, Tufts, McKenzie. It looks like the top 10 or so kind of have the rhythm down, the groove down. And right here is about where this mess starts. It's calmed down a little bit. There's Kitzmiller in the 97. On the back bumper, a Doolin. The 16 of Balos up there as well, trying to find a spot in line. Now it looks like they've got single file. There's the 4 of Zima to the inside of Reeves in the 88. Markovic in the 87 from Florida, the blue 87. Then ahead of them, top 5 single file. This battle just outside the top 5. That's Caden Tufts and London McKenzie. Tufts in the white 00, McKenzie in the sharp-looking black number 95. That is a sharp-looking race car from 860. There's the 81 of Jordan to the inside. One of the Joe Ryan race car entries, the gray on green. As the 21 Lions holds on to that position for the time being. Back up front, Denton starting to build a little bit of a lead on Cooper Gall. Aiden Christensen behind this battle in position number 3. There's Christensen. A little bit of gap between him and Cole Roby. 2 drivers from the northeast. And then Brockhouse is under fire from King. This is for the 5th place position as King tries to find a way around Brockhouse. As he looks to the inside and will try to pick up the spot off the corner, but Brockhouse fights back on the outside. And it's closed in. Caden Tufts in the 00 crossover for Brockhouse. Brockhouse back to the inside. Great battle for position number 5 in feature number 1 on day number 1 for the Young Lions here at the Rim. And Tufts looks to the inside. King holding on to that position. That is 6th. Tufts trying to take it away. Not missing anything up in front. Still Denton and Gall. You see them right there. Still about a car length in between them. They're probably a few laps away from some lap traffic if they continue under green. 9 laps remaining. If you're watching us on Facebook, final race on the look-in. After this one, we're going to be closing the curtain. You're going to want to head to uslegendcars.tv to see everything here this afternoon and this week from Highland Rim and the fairgrounds as the 9 of Johnson going to go a lap down to the 124 of Jackson Denton. And this group here has got to get to stepping if they want to pick up a couple of spots and hopefully finish this one on the lead lap, because there are the leaders right there. Denton in the 124. And it looks like that car just gets better as this run goes on. Cooper Gall trying to get by Johnson in the 9. You see that right there on your screen as Gall gets by. Johnson is a lapped car in the white 9J. But Denton continues to get better as we roll on here. And this time by, we'll only have 4 laps to go.
Yellow, 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 yellow. 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
That is Neil Doolin and Caden Ballos in the 16 that have come together with 4 laps to go in this one. Quick pace to this Young Lions feature. But we're going to slow them up with only 4 laps remaining. So the 79 of Doolin will find a spot on the line, as will the 16. Looks like that's Josh Spees over there, and that is I think that's the universal sign for cut it off, which is what we're going to be doing in the look-in 4 laps. He's just helping us out. So, again, if you have not got your subscription yet to uslegendcars.tv, everything else is going to be shown over there and all week long. You don't want to miss a lap. And if you miss a lap, you know, if you're in the case of Cameron Bolin, you're at school, maybe you're at work, maybe you're somewhere else, and you have to step out for a little bit, you'll have the on-demand available later this evening. So you'll get to capture every lap, whether live or on demand, with uslegendcars.tv. So be sure to head over and make sure you're with us all week long. If you haven't played the My Race Pass Fantasy yet, perfect opportunity to head over there and get in some picks for some of these upcoming features. As the 16 gets a little help back to the pits. And there are the standings right now. 17 total entries. Kading Motorsports ahead of D1 Racing, Laker News Racing, Perino Racing, and MCG3, your top 5. I am in 6th, at least beating Captain Penguin. You can't be on the leaderboard if you don't play. Just like the Pittsburgh Penguins, Tony Stevens is not advancing to the next round. Do want to send out a special thank you to all the Chicago Blackhawks fans. Like our cameraman Ian, big Blackhawks fan. We want to thank them for doing the work last night. MCG3 is Kyle McGowan's wife, Victoria, right? Okay, so
lights out, coming to green.
I need to find a way to get at least 100 points to get into the top 5. By the way, for those that are playing the Kyle McGowan polo game, bright pink.
21 scored, lights out, coming to green.
Let's go racing. We have 4 laps remaining. It is Jackson Denton, Cooper Gall. They were battling it out before that yellow flag. The 124 had that advantage. What can he build over 4 laps? Denton back to the point. Here comes Cole Roby to the inside. Roby looking for a runner-up position here. Gall trying to take it away from Denton. 3 laps to go. Top 3 single file. Roby in position number 3. It's Tufts. Where did Caden Tufts come from? And we've got trouble.
Red. Everyone stop. Everyone stop.
And Isaac Kitzmiller out of the car. Wild ride down the back straightaway. We'll get checked over by our crew here. Cancilla in the 5 is back there. There's the 97. That is used up. And you can see the mark on the roof as well. There's the 9 of Garrett Irwin. And London McKenzie's 95. That thing is tore up. Take a little look here and see what we can see. You're going to watch the left-hand side of your screen. There's Kitzmiller there in the 97. Right ahead of them is the 18 and the 88 of King. And right into your picture, and right there, the 97's already on his roof, and right there up and over on the nose. Hard hit for Isaac Kitzmiller. McKenzie. Cancilla. There's Chase McKay in the yellow 71, the 87 of Markovic. So it looks like the 21 may have been sideways just behind this pack and then right into your picture. So there is the 71 of McKay being hooked on the Tommy hook. Behind the pylon there is Cancilla out of the car. So drivers all checked out, all okay. A lot of hard hits there. Good to see those drivers climb from the car. You see Chase McKay there on the screen. It's going to be a little bit of a cleanup.
124, fire up and go all the way to the
drivers
middle.
are either out of their cars or in the hot pit. I see the 8 of Dawson Noble right there in your shot is also involved in this one. He is out of the car. There is the 95 in the work area of London McKenzie.
Perfect, 124 right there.
Checking the toe on that one.
24, 0024.
Over to the other side.
00 in front of the 24. 24 to let the 00 in.
And I don't want to bring this point up, but we will. This is feature number 1 for the Young Lions. There's going to be a lot of teams in between their first and second features going to be scrambling to get these cars back together.
21. 81. 88R, I didn't call your number. Stop. 21, you're good. 81, you're good.
So they're going to back the red wrecker down the racetrack.
47. For zMAX.
So there is the 71. You can see that car from a mile away. Beautiful color on that one. I could be wrong, but it looks like there's a mark on the hood of that one right beside the auto store on the right-hand side. So they will have some work to do.
Get a push back.
Want to say hello to Terry Radford, who is watching. He's going to be watching on U.S. Legend Cars TV all day. We had him down in Florida. He's Carolina Pro Late Model Series now, helping out with Pit Road TV. Terry does a great job with that series. Mark Gautreau. We're trying to get Mark in a legend car. I think he would do great in Masters in Vegas.
87, tighten it up. 24B.
So once again, USLegendCar.tv. After these next 3 laps, we'll be heading over there, and
84,
all the other
84.
racing action will be seen for the day over on USLegendCars.tv.
93, 79, 9J.
Kenny Hopper asks, how bad is the 8? Well, the 8 is
94, 93,
waiting for the hook on the
9J.
back straightaway. I don't know why Jesse is out on the racetrack looking at the 8, but he is. It's probably a no-no. We just had a long conversation. Terry Radford says, we need to get the Penguin on the microphone. Terry, that is a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Ian also says no. Ian got fed under this red flag. What are you eating, a granola bar? Nature's Valley something or other. Okay. No. Take that away from him. No.
What?
No. You got things to do. Sterling Risley is cheering on Brandon.
From school.
In the Crazy Old Men feature, watching from school at UNC Charlotte. You got any more friends that you can...
No, like the 2 friends that I know are busy right now.
Who? Brockhouse and...
Oh, you're counting Brockhouse as a friend?
Yeah, I'm not counting me as a friend.
Oh, wow.
By the way, we'll tell. Do you want me to tell the Grand Ole Opry story, Ian? So me and Penguin went to the Grand Ole Opry last night. I don't think I'm going to a concert with Tony Stevens anytime soon. Oh, look at the score of the Blackhawks game. Oh, I'm watching Carly Pierce. I don't know about you.
That was a great performance.
It was.
I will give INEX credit. You and I talked about this last night.
Yep.
They've done a really good job at creating a lot of destination events for racers to get their experience, to have a good family atmosphere, to have fun. And this very quickly, in about 3 years, has become another one of those events.
Yep.
To where you can come to Nashville, and whether you want to go to name a concert, the Grand Ole Opry, something else that's in town. There's plenty of entertainment. I think they've done a great job already. The racing's been fantastic the 3 years we've been here. Well, 2 years and 1 day, I guess, would be technically what it is. But nonetheless, it's been fantastic. And I think this has really become a great event for them to grow. And I love coming here just because, we get to go to the Grand Ole Opry. That was a heck of a show last night, I will not lie.
Now, for those that are watching on our look-in, that's Jonathan Noble that's out of the shot right now in the bucket hat. That is, I believe, Campbell Delaney right down there by the tow truck. We've got Jesse Northup up on the racetrack there in turn 2 helping out with cleanup efforts. The kid got a set of boots for his birthday. His birthday was yesterday. So he got a set of boots. He did.
Did it come with a hat?
I don't know if he's got a hat back there or not, but he went to the Country Music Hall of Fame earlier this week for his birthday. So happy birthday to Jesse. Dawson Noble being hooked up to the Tommy Hook, and I believe that's the last car back there. They've got some stage ride to run through, and then we'll be back to racing. Terry says he loves the Penguin.
Well, at least somebody does.
You mentioned there was lots to do. If we're on the look-in, we got 3 laps left to go. Let us know on the look-in. What else should we do here? Because we're going to be done here later on this afternoon. We got a little bit of time Friday before we go to the fairgrounds.
Yep.
We're going to be busy Saturday. Tony is taking us back to Charlotte very early on Sunday morning.
Yep. Got to get to Auto Fair at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yes, we do.
The Smith Heritage Invitational is on Sunday.
Yep.
And I made a commitment to try to get there to see some of those cars. They're like, I think there's like 3 Le Mans winners. There's some classic, I forget what it was. I haven't seen the list and memorized them, from like 1905 or something. Like, it's amazing some of the cars they have there.
That is just about the age of some of our masters coming up later on. 1905, I think, is when some of them were born, right?
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Or at least they think they were born in 1905.
Jeff Dillon says, let's go Caps, just not in 2023.
I just want to know what everybody thinks we should do in Nashville. Whether it's us, whether it's competitors. Like, we know the Grand Ole Opry's here. We know the racetracks are here. We're going to do those, or we've done those. What else should we do in Nashville?
Danny says, waiting for the snow to melt so we can get our legend car fun in. Good luck from North Dakota. Ty Fredrickson, let's go MPM. Ty was with us down at Winter Nationals this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I look for, we've got a crew, our sister network, they'll have a crew up in his neck of the woods on Sunday up at Dell's Raceway Park.
Let's see.
Where they run a lot of legend cars.
Yep. Terry Radford says moonshine taste testing on Broadway at Old Smoky. Ian says he wants to go to Broadway this week sometime. The Country Music Hall of Fame. Go check out Vanderbilt, Nissan Stadium, and the zoo. Well, we have one penguin here already. We don't need to see any others.
Wait, why is a Tennessee guy telling us to go to Vanderbilt? Isn't that heresy?
Potentially.
Well, everybody, there is a Vols fan telling us to go see Vanderbilt. Somebody said go to the Bavarian Brew House, or Beer House, I should say, at Opry Mills Mall.
We passed that yesterday. Tony ran out of time to take me to the Madame Tussauds Museum. I'm a big fan of wax figures. I got to see the museum in Vegas.
They're about the only people that endure whatever you say all the time.
This is why we don't give you a microphone. But you talk about those destination locations. I got to see one in Orlando when we were down for Winter Nationals a couple of years ago. Got to see one at Vegas when we were out there for Asphalt Nats. Can't wait to get back out there again in October. They don't have a Madame Tussauds near Loudon. We may have to talk to them about that.
Yeah. But they do have fantastic seafood.
Yes, they do.
By the way, Josh Wharton, we are not attacking you. It's simply, we call the Masters the crazy old men out of love. It really is a term of endearment, we promise.
Check out the game terminal. Lots of classic arcade games. I'm game for that. Jenna McKenzie says line dancing classes.
Ooh.
Wow, you don't want to see this thing dance.
No, but I might pay to watch it.
Lights out, coming to green.
Let's go back racing.
Please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Final race on the look-in. Head to uslegendcars.tv if you want to take in some more racing action today, and there is plenty of it here this afternoon. Jackson Denton is going to lead this field back to green. He has controlled this one for most of the opening 22 laps. Cooper Gall, Cole Roby, Caden Tufts, and Aiden Christensen. Your top 5. 3 laps to decide this one. Green flag is out, and Jackson Denton is gone. Gall a little slower to the punch there. The 18 of Brockhouse looks to the outside of Christensen to try to get a top 5 run out of feature number 1 for the Young Lions this afternoon. 2 to go here. Jackson Denton out by himself. Brockhouse trying to get by Christensen. Battle for 5th. Top 4 in front of them are single file. They'll come to the white flag. Final lap for Jackson Denton. Gall trying to chase him down. He is there. Does he have enough left in the tank for one more last-ditch effort through 3 and 4? He's not going to get there. Jackson Denton is your winner. Denton, Gall, behind them outside the top 5. They scattered across the start-finish line. Cole Roby's going to hold on to 3rd. Caden Tufson 4th. And Aiden Christensen, your top 5. That is it on the look-in. Head to uslegendcars.tv. This has been fun. We might do it again tomorrow. Might do it again Friday or Saturday, just a little bit. Keep in on you and let you, have a little chat and know what we're doing. But that's it for the look-in today. uslegendcars.tv. We've got plenty more racing to come here from the Rim. So join us on the other side at uslegendcars.tv. If you're on that side, we've got another Legend Car feature coming up next.
Fire up and roll the semi-pros to 3 and 4 if we can. Hold all the foot traffic. We'll get them cleared up here in a second. Let's at least get the semi-pros to the track.